Welcome to this video on advanced protection, focusing on proper sizing for complex loads to ensure safety, reliability, and code compliance in industrial systems. We begin with Section 1, Defining Complex Loads. We're moving beyond simple resistive loads to understand systems with high inrush currents, nonlinear waveforms, and dynamic impedance. The challenge of inrush current is significant. Standard protection often fails because complex loads draw massive initial current. This is true for inductive loads like large motors and capacitive loads such as switching power supplies. Selecting the right trip curve, type B, C, or D, is critical to prevent nuisance tripping during startup. This visualization shows the difference in trip curves. Type B is most sensitive, while type D allows for the highest inrush current, making it suitable for heavy inductive and capacitive loads. When sizing for continuous loads, the NEC Article 210.20a requires the overcurrent protective device to be sized at 125% of the continuous load if it is expected to run for 3 hours or more. This is the minimum breaker rating to prevent overheating and premature device failure. Selective coordination is essential for facility reliability. This strategy includes 3 main elements: hierarchy, time delay, and fault rating. It ensures that only the protective device closest to the fault trips, preventing a complete system blackout. Implementing selective coordination involves careful component selection and setting intentional time delays on upstream breakers. This allows the fault to be cleared by the nearest downstream device first, maintaining power continuity for the rest of the facility. Protecting variable frequency drive or VFD systems requires special attention, as they introduce harmonic distortion and high-frequency noise. Proper protection involves using high-speed fuses, electronic trip breakers with adjustable settings, and addressing reflected waves that can damage motor insulation. High-speed fuses, typically class J or T, protect semiconductors. Electronic trip breakers offer adjustable LSIG settings. Furthermore, using shielded cables is critical to manage reflected waves and prevent interference in the system. Comparing OCPD types, standard breakers are low cost but have fixed curves. Electronic trip units are highly adjustable with fast response times. Dual-element fuses offer the fastest response speed but have no adjustability and must be replaced after a fault. The market trend is clearly moving toward electronic trip units. The industry is rapidly shifting from mechanical thermal magnetic trips to digital LSIG sensing for superior precision and reliability in complex industrial environments. Short-circuit current primarily originates from the utility grid, contributing about 70%. Motor contribution accounts for approximately 25%, as rotating motors briefly act as generators. Local generation, like UPS and solar inverters, makes up the remaining 5%. AIC rating requirements are crucial for safety. For industrial applications, 65 kA+ plus is common, and heavy-duty requires 100 kA+ plus. Installing a breaker with an insufficient AIC rating can lead to catastrophic failure under fault conditions. As part of your field checklist, always verify the nameplate FLA, check ambient temperature for derating needs, ensure proper torque on connections, and use shielded cables for VFD output to prevent interference.